And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's going on? My name is Rex, and this is your Daily Chat Season 2, Episode 95 for June the 7th, 2017. We're 8 days out from the official, I believe, halfway point of the year. We're so close. We're so close. You're almost about to be another year older if you haven't already turned it. You are so close to going back to school even though you just got out. It's coming, folks. You know it's coming. But yes, guys, it is June. It is the 7th. And it is just getting harder and harder to accept the reality that the year is already halfway over. We already have to start getting ready for Thanksgiving Day, families, for Black Friday shopping, for the hospital bills that are accrued during Black Friday shopping, Christmas presents, the Christmas rush, Boxing Day rush, and then the New Year's, and then the inevitable regret that we slept with Brenda from accounting on New Year's at the party, and then we have to deal with that the rest of the year. As you can tell, the year is looking super bright, right? So anyways, how's everybody doing today? What's going on, guys? I had articles I want to talk about, but there's something else I want to talk about a little bit more. And I'm not sure which way I want to go with this. Do we want to talk about the serious stuff first or the more lighthearted articles first? It's up to you guys. You guys in either Twitch or Mixer chat, throw your comments in there. Tell me which one you want to cover first, and that's the one we will go with. So I'll give you guys a few seconds to kind of just tell me which way do you want to go with, because the little bit of a serious topic I want to talk about today involving Twitch, it's not like super serious. It's not like somebody died from a fentanyl overdose again, but it's a trend I'm seeing on Twitch it's starting to bother me now just a little bit. And I touched on this on Twitter today, but obviously got no reply. Okay, you want to talk about the serious one first? That's fine. So, roaming through the Twitch landscape, as I do as part of my job, I have to know things. That I'm like Tyrion Lannister. I drink and I know things. That's what I'm for. And a lot of knowing things is watching other streams, looking over metrics and analytics and all that other stuff. But primarily watching other streams. That's where I get a lot of data from. And I go through a lot of VOD archives just because for me it's easier than having to deal with the live cast, because the live cast can be rather unpredictable. It can be probably a slow day. It could be it can be an exceptional day. So I can't use the numbers from live casts of nobody streamers as a gauge for what's right and wrong. So I go to the archive and I can just see the content of the stream itself. And looking through the archives today of a bunch of different streamers, I tend to really hone in during the VOD streams of like more lesser nobody people whose viewer base is about, I don't know, like 20 to 75 is where I like to hover in where I look at. Every now and then I'll look at somebody who's like a 15 viewer, but mostly 20 to 85, 75 is where I try and hone in the vodcast that I look at. And I noticed today that there is a growing trend amongst these nobody streamers of let's talk. And people are wanting to talk about depression. People are wanting to talk about anxiety. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the level I'm seeing it done, it's not like I'm having a singular bad day, I just need to vent. The way these casts are being put out, it has the air of what I am going to coin, okay? Boom. Hang on. Do I have a coin here? This would be so much better if I had a coin here. Shoot, I should have planned ahead. Okay. Anyways, I'm just going to put this out here. I'm going to coin the phrase right here. Oh, perfect. This will work. Sympathy marketing. I'm coining the phrase today, right here on Daily Chat, copyright TM, Little Rex Media. Sympathy marketing. It feels like that is what's going on here. It feels like these people are, because they're not the size of Soda, Lyric, anyone else who matters, because their viewer base is tiny, and they're trying to like make it as a streamer, and they're not doing it. Look, let's cut the BS here, okay? Most people on Twitch, 2.2 million people on Twitch as broadcasters, 21,000 partnered, maybe 500 to 700 making a decent living, 2,000 making any kind of living, and the rest of them just happen to manage to get a sub button, okay? Most of them aren't making any real money. They're not making enough to cover their bills, their expenses, what have you. And it feels like these people are Bird, check that before you apply for a copyright. Why, is that an actual thing? It better not be an actual thing. I'm coining it today. I came up with it myself. Sympathy marketing. Nope. It's good. Boom. Pow. I win. Yeah. Nope. Sympathy marketing. I can coin it. It's mine. So yeah, there you go. I'm gonna trademark the crap out of that tomorrow morning. But anyways, it feels like these people are trying to like bilk whatever small little viewer base they have for whatever money they can get. And of course, they'll always try and like deflect it slightly off. They'll try and throw off it by saying, "Do not give me money. Do not give me money. If you think I'm asking for money, I'm not." No, like let's cut the BS here, okay? You're asking for money. You're asking for money, and look, the thing that really irks me about this is the fact that so many people are trying to do this, and the population of the Earth cannot sustain that with unless you got like a 1%er kind of thing, and even then, that money is still finite. Okay? These people are doing these like little sympathy marketing casts, and they're like, "I'm gonna pledge to make my stream better, but I don't know if I can afford internet. But I promise I want you guys to have the best cast you can, but I just don't know if I can pay rent this month." It's like, I looked at it, I'm like, okay. I'm like, have you ever thought about, I don't know, being interesting? Have you ever thought of, I don't know, having a quality show? Maybe investing in some halfway decent equipment? Maybe not playing a game from 40 years ago that has, like, nobody caring about it? Like, have you thought about maybe trying to, I don't know, what Carnage and JP and Soda Pop and do and chase the numbers? Have you tried doing that? Because that works out stupendously well. You just have to know how to chase the numbers. But if you chase the numbers, you'll probably get some viewers. Have you thought about maybe changing, I don't know, your attitude? Or, and I know this is going to sound so dickish of me, but this part's actually true. Have you tried getting a job? I mean, actually getting a real job of any variety, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, to just make ends meet. Have you tried maybe doing that? Maybe not playing, RC car or soccer or Paragon or Smite or what have you, 10 hours a day. Have you tried maybe just hitting the pavement and getting a job? Like, it sounds like, I know it makes me sound like a dick. I'm fully aware of this, but it's true though. And whether you guys agree with it or not, the beauty of this type of statement is it's just an absolute fact. It's not really one of those subjective kind of interpretations. It's if your 2 plus 2 is not adding to 4, then you need to go do something to make 2 plus 2 to add to 4. It's a pretty basic equation. The work that goes into it is a massive amount of work. Don't get me wrong. It's a ton of work. But yeah, and people are always saying, well, I have mental health issues. You know what? When everyone is super, no one is. In 2017, in 2016, and in 2015, bam, one current year argument, two prior year arguments. I cannot tell you. I have literally lost count of how many people have a mental condition of some variety. At some point, when everyone has depression, then it becomes a non-issue. It becomes one of those things, well, you work through it because everyone's got it. When you hear, like, I agree, I think there's some caveats to it, but yeah. You know what, man? At some point, there can't be any more caveats. There can only be so many before you go from being a person to being a burden on whether the society, on the system, or what have you. There can only be so many caveats because at some point, you're not contributing, you're just a burden. And then at that point, different steps need to be taken to kind of remove you from the system. And yeah, I know exactly how that sounds, and I'm still gonna stand by it. Because you know what? We are moving in a direction, society as a whole is moving into a direction of really uncharted territories right now, with automation, with AI becoming so important and so advanced. At some point now, we really need functional people now more than ever. Because you know what? We could take the sick and the lame and all that other stuff, and we could just shove them in factories way back in the day. That's not an option anymore. The automations remove that. Computer program is going to become the next blue collar job, but you still need to know how to do it. You still have to be functional enough to do that. So yeah, there's only so many caveats for I'm depressed. If guess what, Rex is depressed too. Let's see here. Let me just cover up this with my thumb here. This is a oh, here we go. Acetylophrem oxalate. Okay? This is, I want to say, serotonin. Synthetic serotonin. Or maybe synthetic dopamine. I don't know. It's one of the two. Guess what? Rex is depressed too. Rex doesn't take the medication because at some point, I just got through it. I learned to not be a bitch about it and just worked through it. And yeah, I'm functional enough. I work. I take on a mountain of responsibilities every goddamn day. I worked through it. And I'm not saying if I can work through it, you can. No, I'm probably far on a higher level than the regular average depressed person. But yeah, if you're waiting for an interview or still paying for college or to relate to you, massive debt, not making excuses. What? Hang on. If you are waiting for an interview or still paying for college or to relate to you, massive debt, not making excuses, just examples. I don't understand how that statement plays into this. It might be just the wording. It might be the context in which I'm trying to read it in. But yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I don't see the relation to it whatsoever. Like, all those things are, even if you're depressed, get over it and get back to work. And it's something I noticed a trend on when I looked through a lot of VODs today. Of this, the main points I heard consistently were, I'm sorry my shows for the last X amount of time have been bad. I vow to make it better. I don't make enough money streaming. I know you guys support me, but I don't make enough money. I'm gonna have to. I'm either going to have to try and get a job locally, or I'm still too mentally messed up to get a job locally or get a job. Period. And it's like, those are not okay reasons to not try. Like, to say you're mentally messed up, look, if it's not a physical thing, like if you got a hemiectomy, there is a legit reason. You literally lost half of your brain, like physically lost it. You would take some time to have to relearn stuff. But if you're just like a little bit depressed, or even if you're majorly depressed, let's go full spectrum. Even if you're majorly depressed and you have thoughts of suicide every single day, that's still not stopping you from making a resume and handing the damn thing out. Like, get over it. I know that sounds really assholish of me. I'm fully aware. But it's true though. You need to either provide for yourself, or even worse, if you have like a significant other, a partner, a family, kids, parents, whatever. If you have any of those things, you have a commitment, you have a responsibility to man it up and do your job. The whole concept of men being the sole provider or being a provider is still a thing. Like, women are much in the workplace and they're making bank all they want, but you still have to provide. You can't count on someone else to provide for you. You're not a child. Everyone who I saw today was in their 30s, in their high 20s, making these statements. And it's like, that is not okay. I'm sorry, I meant on reasons why someone might be depressed or anxiety or can't afford. Okay. You're earlier. I'm actually not angry at all. It's more of it's a mindset. And it's a mindset that I'm seeing more people move away from and more people adopt this. If I say mental instability, I get treated special. And it's this concept that everyone, oh, sorry, I gotta open the door there. It's so hot. I've got 3 or 2 AMD machines going right now. It's, oh my God, I'm sweating like crazy. Yeah, I'm not angry about it. It's just the fact that people are hiding behind, they're wanting to do something that's a 1 in a million shot now. And because they're not making it, they're trying to dance around having to go do something more conventional to make their means come. And I saw a lot of people today who would still rather stream than go get a job. Go get a job anywhere. McDonald's, 7-Eleven. They don't pay well, but at least it's something. It's still more than you're making streaming. And that's what I saw today, and that's what really bothered me, was how many people I saw doing this. It wasn't a 1 or 2 streamer thing, man. Like, I searched through probably 2.5 hours. I just clicked through random people and went and looked at their VODs. And I saw it a lot. And look, I be realistic with your life goals. Okay? You're probably not going to make it as a streamer. That ship sailed. The biggest breakout star of 2017 as of this day is Sheriff Eli. Sheriff Eli is a GTA 5 streamer who plays on the GTA 5 RP servers with like Lyric and Tim the Tatman, I think, and what's his name, Elohim. He plays with them, and he got a massive fan base because he was exposed to so many people. He started streaming, and now, yes, he is the breakout star of this year. But there can really only be one breakout star. There's only a handful of people who can really feasibly make it streaming, especially now. Like, now that everyone can do it, it's this crapshoot pool. Okay? You just have to be realistic with your life goals. You're probably not going to make it. And as much as you hate to have to admit to yourself, more likely than not, you are going to have to get a regular job. You're going to have to be a normie and probably work in some cubicle for the next like 20 years. Or, you know, maybe if you're lucky, you get in with a good company who actually treats you somewhat right. But yeah, that's just life. And when I see people trying to make excuses and trying to bilk their viewer base for more money just because they can't do it themselves, it really just struck a chord. Not good, bad, or indifferent. It just struck a chord. It's why I don't stream. I'm not that interesting. You know what, man? At least you're able to admit it. Like, you know what? That takes... sometimes, look, not everyone can be. I was talking with a viewer yesterday. There's two types of people in this world. There's wolves and there are sheep. And like it or not, the vast majority of people are sheep. You're probably not a wolf. Because being a wolf takes tenacity, vigor, like really high intelligence. It takes a lot of things to be that, have that characteristic. It's a lot easier to just be a sheep. And that's just something that people need to kind of come to grips with. In a sheltered generation, man, a lot of people have not been exposed to this kind of life lesson, and it really is sad. So that was the serious topic. Are you a wolf? I don't talk about the things I do behind the scenes, and there's a good reason I don't. But I can tell you, I've grown up in a family of wolves. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I do that no one has any idea about, and no one will have any idea about. But yeah, I'm not gonna say I am a wolf. I'm also not gonna say I'm a total sheep either. Sorry, thought my alarm was pinging back home. So yeah, that was something that kind of came up midday today. A ram that, sure, we'll call me a ram. So this came up like just in the last few hours, and I was thinking while I was at the gym. It was my first day back. So when you're dialing the weight down, your mind's not totally focused on the weight then. So I was starting to think about this and like, did I want to talk about it? Did I not want to talk about it? And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I talked about this because at least it got it off my chest. And if people are watching this on the archive, agree, disagree, this is one of the few videos I will actually check the comments on. As long as your comment is not stupid or retarded, I will check the comments on this video and I will actually see what people have to say. Because there's a high likelihood I'm in the minority on this one. But at the same time, though, I stand by my views, and good, bad, or indifferent, I will accept whatever comes my way. So yeah, there is that. Now, let's get into the 3 to 4 articles that are really worth talking about today. So let's see here. What do we got? Okay, here we go. Battleborn. Come on, there you go. Battleborn is going to have a free trial for Xbox, PlayStation, and the Steam store. Oh, God. So, we're excited to announce today that the new and incredible way to jump into the hero shooter Battleborn. Starting today, players can experience the unlimited competitive multiplayer for free with a Battleborn free trial. Players can now pick up Battleborn as a free downloadable experience that grants unlimited access to all competitive multiplayer modes and maps without any time limits or level caps. To keep things fresh, there is a weekly rotation of 6 heroes with a roster of 30 total heroes. Progress with each hero and player count progression are also permanent. So the same character comes back around, players can pick them up where they left off. Okay, so Battleborn just went the free-to-play route. It's very, very strange to see this. Because, look, no one is surprised. Anyone who has followed Battleborn on any level since its launch is not surprised that this happened. We all got very, very alarmed. When it came out, it was $80. Then Overwatch came out like the following week or week after. It dropped down to $60 or $40. About 3 months later, it was on the Humble Bundle for $15. And now it is out for free. And it's now the free-to-play route. This poor game is being passed around so badly, I don't think it's ever going to walk right ever again. Most of the biggest streamers I've known quit Twitch completely because they just don't get enough money. Most of the biggest streamers, like who? Normally the biggest streamers are making fine money. If you're pulling in over 100 people, you're probably doing somewhat okay. You're probably not doing terribly. You're probably not doing super well. You're not buying a Ferrari, but you probably got enough to like pay your bills. It basically went from fee to pay to free to play, despite Randy Pitchford saying that would never happen. Well, I think they're trying to salvage Battleborn as much as possible. Like, they can't let all those years of development time and effort just fall into the ocean. They have to have this. And it's like, it's sad to watch this game. It's like watching a really pretty girl, maybe not as hot as her best friend Overwatch, but still a really pretty girl. It's like watching her like date the one guy. He got kind of bored with her, so he dumped her, and then she moved on to like his best friend who was not as hot. And then he dumped her, and then she had like really bad self-esteem issues. So then she just wanted to feel pretty at all. So then she just went to like the nerd area and picked up some like nerd that was like, okay, he's not like terrible looking, but not great looking. And then he dumped her because he thought he could do better. And then she just went full fatty and just found this like fat slob who like eats burritos all day. And now she's in this realm here. Like, she's on the street corner, you know, just getting that hobo cheese from anyone who will give it to her. And it's like, oh my god, it's so sad to watch this. Like, when did Battleborn officially release? Let's find out. Battleborn's official release date was May 3rd, 2016. So in just slightly a little over a year and 33 days, Battleborn has gone from $60 or $70 to free to play. That's a pretty big drop to take in a year. That's a rough one to have to look at. I can't tell you the way to say it, but just find Jim Sterling on Battleborn. Oh no, I saw it. No, he already linked it on Twitter. I saw it. I saw that video when it was like a new video. No, and I agree. But yeah, Battleborn is now free to play. Oh, poor Gearbox. They must be so like disappointed in themselves. Whoa, Lendro, thank you so much for that follow, man. Boom, pound it, give it to me. Pow. Yeah, man. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. I feel bad for Battleborn.
Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong.
Okay, so now it works fine. It like skipped over like 3 frames when it went off. But hey, thank you so much for that follow, man. I appreciate that. So yeah, there's there's that, man. I want to know, what do you guys think? Is anyone here even remotely interested in playing Battleborn? I own it. I actually own it, and I still haven't played it yet because it still has no interest to me. I just saw a good deal to get the game for $15, so I bought it on the Humble Bundle. But I have no intention of ever playing it. I bought it just to have it. Basically, the life story of my Steam account. So yeah. Well, you say that about Randy Pitchford wasn't upset about Aliens Colonial Marines. That's because Randy Pitchford is an absolute dick and pretty much the Peter Molyneux of Gearbox. Like, he's just a dick, okay? The dude will lie to sell anything. He's pretty much a used car salesman in every stereotypical way of a used car salesman that exists. Like, Randy Pitchford can't be trusted at all. He's basically Peter Molyneux. I'm going to stand by that. So yeah, if you guys want to play Battleborn, well, now is your time. You don't even have to buy it. In fact, to be honest with you, up until this article, I forgot it even existed. Sad but true. If you enjoy Overwatch still and you're a console pleb because you don't own a good enough PC, which is strange to say in 2017. But if you're a console peasant, here you guys go. You can now get your hands on an Overwatch themed controller. It's limited edition, of course, but you can still get it. So, teamed up with the international art collective Artitude, Blizzard has created 48 unique Overwatch-inspired console controllers. Each of Blizzard's 24 heroes has its own controller on both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and there's only one of each controller, as each is handmade by the European street artists. But what doesn't that mean you won't be able to get your hand on one? You will, but only if you're incredibly lucky. Look at some of these, man. These are pretty sick. You would rather play Battleborn? You would play... Oh, but there's so few players. Yeah. Overwatch fans will have the chance to win the Artitude controllers through different contests and giveaways across Europe. Blizzard will release information about these contests on its official channels in the coming days through the year. Blizzard said in a blog post. So Blizzard has a gallery featuring 24 of the 28 controllers on the Overwatch website, and each controller is showing absolutely stunning. Oh my god, they look so nice though. If you're a console peasant, you must love these. Also, hey, PC costs money, dude. Yes, but PC is like more of a one-time cost versus the console that's, you know, it's a one-time cost, but it's also pretty much a one-use machine. I would rather up front pay $2,000 for a computer that will last me 4 to 5 years and then require a single upgrade of a single component to make it current again, versus having to buy a console that only plays games. With a PC, I can do work, make videos, make a website. You know, with a computer, you can actually make money, versus a console, which is going to cost you money in the highest of likelihoods, not make you a dime. So there's a difference. You can use a PC to grow yourself and play your games, and you can use a console to play your games. So I get that PC costs money, but at the same time, PCs are worth the investment wholeheartedly. I believe that. But I understand. I understand that money is tight. I get that better than anyone. Trust me. I'm watching my credit card bill go up every month. I get it. But there you guys go, man. Overwatch themed controllers. They look pretty sick, especially this Bastion one, man. This Bastion one looks just awesome. Oh my god, I want this controller like really, really badly. So yeah, there's that. Let's see. That is a for me thing. We had this thing. I know I'm getting a good PC, but I just think that making fun of console players is just a little annoying. Not everything can be happy like fun circles. I don't know what to tell you. Like, console players come at people come at console players. It's all done tongue in cheek, man. You can't take things that seriously. Like, it's not like we're saying jettison all console people into the sun. Like, you can't be this literal about so many things. You have to know where tongue in cheek kind of attitudes lie. That's really all I have to go with that. This is the final story of today. This was put in a Twitch blog that the affiliate program is getting a little bit more support, because now you can buy games to support affiliates. So like we saw earlier a few months ago, maybe at the start of the year, since Amazon owns Twitch, partners were having the ability to link the game they were playing in the little panels below, and if you click the link to buy the game, the partner got a kickback. Same way that any affiliate program works. Well, now the actual Twitch affiliate program works the exact same way, and we knew this was coming. So this isn't like a huge surprise. But yes, now you can do the exact same things for affiliated people on Twitch. So now you got two ways to support them. One is buy the really potato gem currency that Twitch sells, and the other is buy this, and yeah, partner will get 5% share of the purchase. That's pretty nice. 5%'s not a bad value. So there you guys go. Like, yeah, partner will get $3. $3 for every $60 game. Not great, not terrible, but it's something, right? It's something, if you were going to buy it anyway, then it's something extra that you didn't have to go out of your way for. So I'm sure affiliated partners will be happy about this. I still have my affiliated invitation right here. I see, become a Twitch affiliate. I still have my invitation right here. Still haven't cashed it in. And I don't think I'm ever going to. Because right now, as it stands, the affiliation program is still, by and large, hot garbage. Because right now, as it stands, the affiliation program is still... Jesus Christ. Well, at least I know the microphone volume is good. Holy crap, that scared me. So, yeah. It's neat. Glad they have it. Not really sure what else it means. I'm not really interested in the Twitch affiliate program until they add in the sub button. Once they add the sub button in, I will reconsider my stance on the Twitch affiliate program. But until then, not worth it. If you have any ambitions of like simulcasting or expanding your reach any further than Twitch, not worth it. Not worth it at all. But that's just one man's opinion. It's up to you guys if you want to agree with me or not. And sorry, fixing the Beam computer. There we go. So yeah, there you guys go. So on that happy note, I'm going to wrap up the daily chat here. I'll keep playing games. You guys can absolutely hang out. We'll keep talking, of course. I'm just gonna go play games because the articles are done. So yeah, there you guys go. If you guys are watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Twitch, Mixer, or vid.me, hit the follow button. They all should be above your head or at the very most to the right. And other than that, man, I've been Rex. This has been the Daily Chat Season 2, Episode 95, where I'm going to have to start doing some weekend streams to make sure I hit the quota for the year shows. But I'll talk about that on another time. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I've been Rex, and I will see all of you next time. Bye.